They detected an urgent transmission breaking through on the command frequency, unauthorized and unencrypted. No proper call signs, no authentication codes. Protocol demanded immediate silence until Captain Morrison recognized the voice pattern cutting through the interference. His expression transformed instantly. All units hold position. That's Whisper 6. The logistics specialist they'd quietly reassigned for insubordination 4 months ago was somehow orchestrating a complex prisoner rescue operation from deep within enemy territory, her voice becoming the coordination lifeline for 12 captured coalition soldiers. From which city in the world are you watching this video today? If you enjoy stories that reveal how the most overlooked heroes often emerge as the most crucial voices when everything is on the line, consider subscribing for more content that explores the extraordinary courage of those who serve beyond recognition. The Steel Gray Dawn was breaking over the Tactical Operations Center at Forward Operating Base Thunder when Major Daniel Harrison entered the Command Communications Facility at 0530 hours. The night shift monitoring teams maintained their constant surveillance of multiple radio networks, faces illuminated by the green glow of encrypted communication displays and real-time operational status boards tracking friendly forces across 4 separate operational zones. Harrison moved with the purposeful stride of a career special operations officer, his black coffee steaming in the morning chill as he approached Staff Sergeant Rachel Williams at the Primary Communications Coordination Station. Operational status, he said, his voice carrying the authority of 28 years in special operations planning and tactical coordination. Staff Sergeant Williams straightened to attention, her hands momentarily pausing over the multi-frequency communication console. All operational networks nominal, sir. Standard overnight traffic includes patrol status reports, logistical coordination updates, and routine intelligence summaries. She gestured toward the main operational display showing real-time positions of friendly units throughout their area of responsibility. One communication anomaly detected at 0412 hours. Unauthorized transmission on command frequency 148.25. Duration approximately 4 minutes. Source unknown. Harrison set his coffee aside, leaning forward to examine the communication intercept data displayed on the monitoring equipment. Signal analysis? Voice transmission with significant background interference, sir. Pattern suggests tactical coordination rather than routine communication. Signal strength indicates transmission from mobile platform approximately 50 kilometers northwest of our current position, well beyond our normal operational perimeter. The Major's expression intensified as he studied the technical readouts and signal analysis. The Tactical Operations Center served as the coordination hub for special operations across a region where precision timing and secure communications represented the difference between mission success and catastrophic loss of personnel. Any unauthorized transmission on command frequencies required immediate investigation and threat assessment. Continue comprehensive monitoring of all command frequencies, he ordered. Alert Intelligence Section and initiate electronic warfare analysis for detailed signal characterization. Coordinate with Signals Intelligence Section for geolocation and pattern analysis. As Williams implemented his directives, Harrison moved to the Secure Intelligence Terminal. This wouldn't be the first time hostile forces had attempted to interfere with coalition special operations coordination or gather tactical intelligence through electronic surveillance of secure communication networks. Standard protocols for communication security were continuously updated and rigorously enforced. 40 minutes later, with monitoring systems detecting additional unusual communication activity across multiple secure frequencies, Harrison made the decision to escalate the situation. Staff Sergeant, implement Level 2 communications security protocols. I want full spectrum analysis and precise geolocation for any additional unauthorized transmissions. The enhanced security alert activated throughout the communications facility where Sergeant First Class Amanda Echo Rodriguez was conducting advanced equipment maintenance in the secure communications vault. Her head turned sharply at the sound of the escalated security alert, and within seconds she was moving toward the main operations center, driven by professional instincts developed through years of tactical communications operations in high-threat special operations environments. Corporal James Static Thompson, Her communications partner for the past 14 months was already reviewing encrypted frequency logs when she approached. Level 2 COMSEC alert, possible hostile electronic warfare activity, all qualified operators to enhanced monitoring stations, came the announcement over the secure internal communication system. Neither communications specialist spoke as they rapidly verified their enhanced monitoring equipment status, checking operational readiness with the automatic precision that came from extensive training and numerous real-world special operations communications missions. Only when they were reviewing the initial signal intercept reports did Thompson break the focused silence. Another electronic intelligence probe, you think? He asked, scanning the technical analysis data with practiced efficiency. Rodriguez shook her head, studying the detailed parameters displayed on the enhanced monitoring equipment. Signal characteristics don't match typical intelligence collection patterns. This looks more like operational coordination under high-stress conditions. Fifth unusual transmission this month, Thompson noted with growing concern. Someone's either conducting systematic electronic surveillance of our operations or attempting to infiltrate our secure communication networks. Whatever the source, standard procedures apply, Rodriguez replied, her face reflecting the intense concentration that had earned her the call sign Echo. She had received that designation not for sound repetition, but for her ability to detect and amplify weak signals that others missed, and to maintain communication contact under seemingly impossible technical conditions. Among the special operations communications community, her technical expertise and intuitive understanding of secure radio systems had become legendary. As they approached their assigned enhanced monitoring stations, Rodriguez performed her standard technical verification with characteristic thoroughness, her trained ear detecting subtle variations in background interference and signal characteristics that less experienced operators might overlook. Behind her, Thompson conducted similar preparations, though with noticeably less systematic attention to technical subtleties. Remember Kandahar? Thompson asked through their secure internal communications as they established their enhanced monitoring positions. Different operational context, Rodriguez replied tersely, referring to an incident 9 months prior when hostile forces had successfully penetrated coalition secure communications during a major special operations mission. That was systematic jamming and interception. This feels more like someone attempting legitimate tactical coordination. As enhanced monitoring positions were established and Level 2 security protocols activated, neither operator noticed the senior intelligence officer observing from the elevated command center. Lieutenant Colonel Patricia Hayes watched the communications team deployment with an expression of growing recognition, then spoke quietly into her secure communication device. They're implementing enhanced monitoring protocols. Has anyone cross-referenced personnel databases for Whisper 6? The communications team established comprehensive secure frequency monitoring, received updated technical parameters, and settled into the heightened alertness that accompanied potential special operations communications intelligence activities. From their positions, they could monitor encrypted radio traffic across the entire operational area while conducting detailed analysis of any suspicious or unauthorized transmissions. In the command center, Major Harrison stood with arms crossed, watching multiple enhanced monitoring stations displaying real-time signal analysis across dozens of secure frequency bands. Time estimate for precise signal source identification, he asked. Depends on transmission repetition and atmospheric propagation conditions, sir, Williams replied. If the source continues broadcasting on predictable intervals, enhanced triangulation should provide precise location data within 15 minutes of next contact. Harrison's expression reflected the operational urgency of the situation. Establish direct communication link to Sergeant Rodriguez. The secure communication link activated immediately. Harrison's voice filled the headsets of both communication specialists. Echo Lead, this is Thunder Control. Your primary mission is signal identification and precise source location. Enhanced communications security protocols are in effect. Acknowledge. Thunder Control, Echo Lead acknowledges enhanced security protocols, Rodriguez responded, her voice calm and professional despite the operational significance. Enhanced security protocols meant they were authorized to attempt direct contact with unidentified sources if such communication could provide tactical intelligence or assist ongoing special operations. It was standard procedure for ambiguous communication situations involving potential special operations activities, though the responsibility for contact decisions was considerable. Maintaining their enhanced monitoring positions, the communications team tracked signal activity across the entire secure electromagnetic spectrum, feeding real-time intelligence to the Special Operations Analysis Center. Their training included extensive preparation for exactly this type of signals intelligence scenario, making them highly effective at both detection and interpretation of complex communication patterns. Detecting intermittent encrypted carrier wave activity on secondary command frequency, Thompson reported through the tactical network. Signal appears to be attempting secure coordination with multiple stations rather than single-point transmission. Rodriguez confirmed the detection through her more sophisticated monitoring equipment. Confirmed. Signal strength and propagation characteristics suggest elevated transmission point, approximately 45 to 55 kilometers northwest. Switching to precision directional analysis for exact location determination. The command center's advanced direction finding systems allowed them to determine transmission origins with exceptional accuracy, providing crucial tactical intelligence for special operations planning and security assessment of potential threats or friendly operations requiring assistance. Signal contact anticipated in 90 seconds. Rodriguez reported back to command, preparing to implement direct communication procedures if the transmission source proved to be friendly special operations forces in distress or conducting authorized but uncoordinated tactical operations. As the signal strength increased according to predicted patterns, both communications specialists concentrated on extracting any intelligible content from the encrypted transmissions. When clear audio finally penetrated the interference, Thompson released a quiet breath of recognition. That's Special Operations Communication Procedure, he murmured, identifying the precise communication format that indicated advanced tactical training and legitimate special operations coordination rather than hostile electronic warfare activities. The transmission before them followed exact special operations communication protocols, proper tactical authentication attempts, correct secure frequencies, and what appeared to be legitimate crisis coordination calling procedures. It was unlike any hostile electronic warfare attempt they had encountered, suggesting instead a genuine tactical emergency involving special operations personnel conducting authorized but uncoordinated operations. Thunder Control, Echo Lead. We have secure audio contact with unidentified station. Communication pattern confirms special operations origin with tactical emergency characteristics. Requesting authorization to attempt direct contact and authentication. In the command center, this report generated immediate attention among the Special Operations Intelligence staff. Major Harrison exchanged glances with his tactical analysis team before responding. Proceed with contact attempt. All communications to be recorded and secured at classification level top secret. Exercise maximum caution regarding operational security and tactical information. Back at the enhanced monitoring station, Rodriguez prepared to establish direct secure communication while maintaining strict security protocols. Standard special operations procedure required extremely careful authentication before providing any tactical information to unknown stations. But emergency situations sometimes demanded flexible interpretation of communication security requirements within acceptable risk parameters. Unidentified station transmitting on secure frequency 148.25. This is Coalition Special Operations Communications Control. Identify yourself and state the nature of your tactical emergency. Rodriguez broadcast on the primary secure command channel. The response came immediately, cutting through interference with surprising clarity despite obvious atmospheric disturbance and what appeared to be deliberate signal modification for enhanced operational security. Special Operations Control, this is Whisper 6. Authentication code Alpha Delta 7 Charlie Foxtrot. I have critical tactical coordination requirements for immediate prisoner rescue operation involving 12 Coalition Special Operations personnel captured in hostile territory. The authentication code was current and correct, but the call sign generated immediate confusion in the command center. Thompson switched to their private secure channel, his voice carrying a note of disbelief and growing recognition. Whisper 6. Wasn't that Rodriguez's call sign from the 75th? Rodriguez didn't answer immediately, her trained ear focusing on voice characteristics and transmission quality despite the technical distortion. There was something about the communication that seemed significant beyond the immediate tactical emergency content, something that triggered recognition despite the electronic interference. Whisper 6. This is Special Operations Control. Your authentication is confirmed. State your current tactical position and detailed nature of prisoner rescue emergency, requiring immediate coordination. She responded, following exact special operations protocols for emergency communications while gathering essential tactical information for potential rescue assistance operations. Special Operations Control. I am coordinating rescue of 12 Coalition Special Operations personnel captured during reconnaissance mission approximately 48 kilometers northwest of your position. Prisoners are being held in fortified compound under heavy guard. Immediate tactical coordination required with available special operations assets for time-sensitive rescue operation. This tactical intelligence created immediate operational urgency throughout the command center. Major Harrison activated secure communication with available special operations units while monitoring the continued transmission for additional tactical information and coordination requirements. Whisper 6. Confirm your operational authority for coordinating this rescue mission and provide detailed tactical assessment for resource allocation and mission planning. Rodriguez requested, gathering crucial tactical intelligence while maintaining secure communication contact with what appeared to be a legitimate special operations emergency requiring immediate assistance. Special Operations Control. I am operating under emergency tactical authority established by Geneva Convention provisions for prisoner rescue operations. Current tactical situation involves 12 Coalition Special Operations personnel captured 48 hours ago during deep reconnaissance mission. Intelligence indicates prisoners are being interrogated and face immediate threat of execution. Rescue window estimated at 6 hours maximum before prisoners are transferred to more secure location. Back at Thunder Control, Harrison was coordinating rapid tactical response to the intelligence while attempting to understand how an unidentified operator had gained access to such detailed information about Coalition Special Operations personnel and enemy tactical capabilities in contested territory. Lieutenant Colonel Hayes approached with classified personnel files and a concerned expression. Sir, she said quietly. Whisper 6 was the operational call sign assigned to Sergeant First Class Amanda Rodriguez until her administrative reassignment 4 months ago. According to classified personnel records, she was transferred to training duties following concerns about unauthorized tactical initiatives during special operations missions. Harrison stared at Hayes, recognition and operational confusion evident on his face. That's impossible. Sergeant Rodriguez is monitoring this communication from Station 2. Hayes's weathered face reflected the blue glow of the classified personnel database display. Sir, there may be a tactical situation we don't fully understand developing in our operational area. Before Harrison could respond, Rodriguez's voice came through the monitoring system with a transmission that would fundamentally change their understanding of the special operations emergency they were confronting. Thunder Control, Echo Lead requesting authorization to switch to maximum security frequency for personnel verification and detailed tactical coordination, she announced, her voice carrying an emotional undertone that hadn't been present in her previous professional communications. Harrison authorized the frequency change to the highest security level, and what followed was a conversation that revealed the complexity of the special operations emergency they were facing and the personal dimensions of the tactical coordination being provided. Whisper 6, this is Echo Lead. Amanda, is that really you out there coordinating this rescue operation? Rodriguez asked, her professional composure giving way to personal concern and operational recognition. The response came with obvious emotion despite the tactical circumstances and maximum operational security requirements. Static always said you had the best technical skills in special operations. Yeah, it's me. And I need your help to bring these guys home. In the command center, the reality of the tactical situation began to dawn on the assembled special operations personnel. Sergeant First Class Amanda Rodriguez, monitoring from the communications center, was in direct secure contact with someone using her former operational call sign, who appeared to be conducting unauthorized special operations prisoner rescue activities in hostile territory. Amanda, what the hell are you doing out there? You're supposed to be assigned to special operations training duties in Virginia, Thompson asked over the maximum security channel, his voice carrying both operational concern and professional confusion. Long story, but I never made it to the training assignment. Been working with resistance organizations for the past 4 months. Today, intelligence confirmed that 12 of our guys were captured during that reconnaissance mission, and I'm the only one with special operations training who can coordinate with coalition forces for tactical rescue support. Harrison took the secure microphone directly. Whisper 6, this is Major Harrison. Sergeant Rodriguez, you are absent from assigned duties and operating in a combat zone without authorization. Explain your current operational status and authority for conducting special operations prisoner rescue coordination. The response came with characteristic directness that Harrison remembered from Rodriguez's service record and previous special operations assignments. Sir, my transfer orders were delayed due to classified processing requirements. During the delay, I began working with resistance organizations providing tactical assistance to coalition special operations activities. Today's intelligence about captured personnel created an immediate threat to coalition lives that required someone with special operations communications capability to coordinate emergency rescue response. This explanation created stunned silence throughout the command center. If accurate, it meant that a special operations specialist they had assumed was safely reassigned to training duties had been conducting unauthorized tactical operations for 4 months without any official support or operational oversight. Whisper 6, can you confirm your operational coordination with recognized resistance organizations and verify intelligence regarding captured coalition personnel? Harrison asked, seeking to understand the tactical and operational framework within which Rodriguez was operating. Confirmed, sir. Working under temporary tactical coordination with established resistance networks to provide emergency assistance during special operations emergencies. Today's intelligence regarding captured personnel was verified through multiple independent sources and requires immediate tactical response beyond capabilities of available resistance assets. The Resistance Coordination Authority provided tactical framework for Rodriguez's activities, though her presence in contested territory without special operations authorization remained problematic from operational security and personnel. Accountability perspectives. Whisper 6. Confirm current tactical situation with prisoner rescue requirements and enemy force assessment. Harrison ordered, refocusing on the immediate special operations emergency while addressing personnel and authorization issues through separate command channels. Sir, 12 coalition special operations personnel are being held in fortified compound approximately 8 kilometers northeast of my current position. Enemy force strength estimated at 30 to 40 personnel with heavy weapons and vehicle assets. Tactical intelligence indicates prisoners face immediate execution threat if rescue operation is not conducted within 6 hours maximum. Harrison immediately activated available special operations rescue assets while continuing to coordinate with the unexpected tactical intelligence source. Whisper 6. Coalition special operations rescue assets are being coordinated for prisoner extraction operation. Maintain secure communication for tactical coordination and intelligence updates. The rescue coordination continued for the following 4 hours, during which Rodriguez provided real-time tactical intelligence that enabled special operations forces to successfully infiltrate the compound and extract all 12 captured coalition personnel. Her communications coordination and detailed knowledge of the tactical situation proved invaluable for operational success. Thunder control. Whisper 6. All 12 coalition personnel extracted successfully with minimal casualties. Rescue operation complete. Prisoners are en route to medical facilities for evaluation and debriefing. This announcement created immediate relief throughout the command center, but also raised questions about how Rodriguez had achieved such effective coordination of a complex special operations rescue mission from an unauthorized position in contested territory. Whisper 6. Coalition Special Operations Forces confirm successful extraction of all captured personnel. Your tactical coordination prevented execution of coalition special operations personnel and enabled successful rescue operation. Prepare for extraction to friendly lines, Harrison announced. But when special operations extraction teams reached the coordinates Rodriguez had provided for pickup, they found evidence of recent tactical communications activity, but no sign of her presence. The communication equipment showed signs of recent operational use, but she had disappeared as completely as she had appeared on the secure frequency. Thunder Control, this is Delta Team. Extraction point shows evidence of recent tactical activity, but subject is not present. Continuing search of immediate tactical area. Harrison coordinated extensive search efforts while reviewing the communications records from the entire rescue operation. The technical analysis confirmed that the transmissions had originated from the reported tactical location, but how Rodriguez had vanished so completely remained unexplained from operational perspectives. 7 days later, as Harrison was preparing his classified report on the Special Operations Rescue Mission, a communication arrived through official resistance coordination channels that provided additional information about the scope of Rodriguez's activities during her unauthorized absence from Special Operations duties. The message came from the Joint Special Operations Command Intelligence Directorate, classified at a level that required special authorization for tactical personnel to access. Harrison read the contents with growing amazement at the scope of what Rodriguez had been accomplishing during her 4 months of unauthorized special operations activities. According to the Intelligence Directorate's classified report, tactical coordination provided during the prisoner rescue operation represented only the most recent example of ongoing special operations assistance that Rodriguez had been providing throughout the region for the past 4 months. The report detailed her systematic development of tactical coordination networks enabling communication between resistance organizations and coalition special operations forces throughout areas affected by ongoing special operations activities, providing crucial tactical links that had enabled assistance to reach coalition personnel that would otherwise have been inaccessible. Her special operations expertise had filled critical gaps in tactical coordination where military-grade communication equipment and advanced tactical knowledge were essential for coordinating complex special operations missions in contested or denied areas. Most significantly, the tactical coordination she had provided had enabled resistance organizations to assist over 40 coalition special operations personnel during the past 4 months, including coordination of tactical extractions, intelligence sharing, and operational support that would have been impossible without her special operations capabilities. The resistance organization's assessment was that Rodriguez's unauthorized presence in the region had been essential for maintaining tactical coordination during a period when normal special operations support mechanisms had been disrupted by ongoing operational security concerns. Her tactical coordination networks had enabled early warning systems that had prevented coalition special operations casualties during previous enemy operations, and her coordination had facilitated tactical assistance that had saved dozens of coalition lives during the past 4 months. The official recommendation from the Special Operations Intelligence Directorate was for formal recognition of Rodriguez's contributions to coalition special operations effectiveness and establishment of official liaison procedures that would enable continued coordination between resistance organizations and special operations tactical assets. Harrison forwarded the classified report through Special Operations Command channels while initiating efforts to re-establish contact with Rodriguez. Her unauthorized special operations activities had accomplished more than most official tactical coordination efforts, but her continued absence represented both a personnel accountability issue and a missed opportunity for enhanced special operations coordination. 3 weeks later, Rodriguez finally made contact again, this time through official resistance coordination channels rather than emergency special operations frequencies. Thunder Control, this is Whisper 6 requesting authorization to discuss continuation of tactical coordination under official special operations authorization. She transmitted during a scheduled secure communication window. Harrison personally took the secure communication. Whisper 6, this is Major Harrison. Your tactical contributions have been exceptional, but your official status requires immediate resolution. Report to designated coordination point for personnel processing and operational debriefing. Sir, I have additional tactical coordination requirements in this operational sector. Request authorization to complete current special operations support activities before returning to coalition control. The request represented the same pattern of prioritizing tactical needs over administrative requirements that had characterized Rodriguez's entire 4-month absence from official special operations duties. Whisper 6, your tactical contributions are recognized and valued, but your safety and official status take priority. Return to coalition control immediately for proper authorization and coordination of continued special operations activities. When Rodriguez finally returned to Forward Operating Base Thunder, she brought with her detailed tactical documentation of special operations activities across the region, including tactical coordination networks, operational intelligence requirements, and coordination procedures that revolutionized special operations' understanding of resistance coordination in contested environments. Her operational debriefing sessions revealed tactical coordination and special operations capabilities that exceeded anything in her official training record. The combination of advanced tactical communications expertise and resistance coordination experience made her extraordinarily valuable for future special operations coordination between coalition forces and resistance organizations. The administrative concerns that had originally led to her reassignment were completely reevaluated based on her demonstrated capability during 4 months of unauthorized but highly effective special operations coordination activities. Rather than unauthorized tactical initiatives, her activities were reclassified as innovative approaches to special operations resistance coordination. Special Operations Personnel Command issued new orders assigning Rodriguez to a specialized tactical coordination unit that could properly utilize her unique combination of special operations and resistance coordination skills. Her experience conducting unauthorized coordination activities would inform training programs for special operations personnel assigned to resistance coordination missions. The prisoner rescue operation became a case study in individual initiative and the value of flexible interpretation of special operations coordination authorities. Rodriguez's willingness to exceed her official authority to provide tactical coordination had prevented the execution of 12 coalition special operations personnel. 6 months later, Sergeant First Class Rodriguez was promoted to Staff Sergeant and assigned as Senior Coordinator for Special Operations Resistance Liaison Activities. Her unauthorized coordination mission had become the foundation for enhanced coordination protocols between special operations forces and resistance organizations. The tactical coordination networks she had established during her unauthorized activities were formalized and expanded, enabling systematic coordination between special operations assets and resistance organizations throughout the region. Her story became part of special operations training curricula, demonstrating how individual expertise and tactical commitment could enable special operations coordination that would otherwise be impossible due to administrative or coordination limitations. The operational call sign Whisper 6 was officially transferred to the Special Operations Resistance Coordination Unit, but her techniques for tactical coordination were adopted throughout the special operations community. A year after her return, Rodriguez received the Distinguished Service Cross for her unauthorized special operations coordination activities and the Bronze Star with Valor for her coordination of the prisoner rescue operation. The ceremony was attended by the 12 special operations personnel whose lives she had saved through her tactical coordination. Her personnel file was updated to reflect that she had never actually been absent without leave, but had instead been conducting extended special operations coordination activities under emergency tactical authorities that had not been properly documented. The administrative processing delays that had originally separated her from her assigned duties led to improved personnel transfer procedures designed to prevent similar situations where qualified special operations personnel could fall through administrative gaps and operate without proper oversight. Staff Sergeant Rodriguez continued serving in specialized tactical coordination roles, but her experience during those 4 months of unauthorized activities remained classified at levels that prevented complete public recognition of her contributions to special operations effectiveness. The tactical coordination techniques she had developed during her unauthorized special operations activities were incorporated into standard special operations resistance liaison doctrine improving coordination capabilities for future special operations missions. Her legacy extended beyond individual recognition to institutional improvements in special operations resistance coordination, tactical communication procedures for special operations assistance, an understanding of how individual initiative could enhance special operations effectiveness. The soldier they had quietly reassigned for administrative reasons had proven that individual expertise and tactical commitment could overcome institutional limitations and achieve results that conventional coordination mechanisms could not match. Staff Sergeant Amanda Echo Rodriguez had transformed from a special operations communications specialist processing administrative reassignment to a legendary figure whose techniques and dedication influenced an entire generation of special operations resistance coordination personnel. Her willingness to exceed official authority to provide tactical coordination had saved dozens of coalition lives and changed how special operations forces understood the potential of individual initiative in resistance coordination activities. The voice that had echoed across secure frequencies during the prisoner rescue operation continued to influence special operations coordination years later, as her tactical techniques and coordination procedures were adopted by special operations forces worldwide. Her story demonstrated that true special operations effectiveness sometimes required going beyond official procedures to accomplish tactical missions, and that individual tactical courage could create systematic improvements in special operations coordination that benefited countless coalition personnel. The unauthorized coordination activities that had begun as administrative oversight had evolved into a new model for special operations resistance coordination that balanced individual initiative with institutional accountability, ensuring that tactical coordination could be provided effectively while maintaining proper oversight and support. Rodriguez's transformation from overlooked special operations specialist to influential tactical coordinator became a permanent reminder that special operations personnel could make their greatest contributions by combining professional expertise with tactical commitment to protecting coalition forces affected by complex operational environments. 5 years later, Captain Amanda Rodriguez was selected to lead the Special Operations Command's Resistance Coordination Division, where her personal experience with unauthorized activities informed comprehensive improvements to Special Operations Resistance liaison procedures. Her graduate research on Special Operations Resistance Coordination became classified doctrine that influenced tactical coordination throughout Special Operations Forces, establishing protocols that enabled individual initiative while maintaining institutional oversight and support. The tactical coordination networks she had developed during her unauthorized special operations activities were expanded into a global system, enabling real-time coordination between special operations forces and resistance organizations during complex tactical situations worldwide. Her promotion to company-grade officer was attributed to the visibility her tactical coordination had gained through the prisoner rescue operation, but primarily to the consistent excellence and tactical commitment that had originally motivated her unauthorized coordination activities. The personnel who had supported her tactical coordination from Special Operations Communication Centers were tracked throughout their subsequent careers, with many receiving specialized training and assignments based on their demonstrated ability to support special operations activities under challenging circumstances. The rescue operation footage and communication recordings were archived as part of Special Operations History collections, serving as permanent examples of how individual initiative and tactical commitment could enable successful operations that save coalition lives. Special operations coordination procedures implemented as a result of Rodriguez's unauthorized activities prevented hundreds of coordination failures over the following years, ensuring that tactical coordination could be provided effectively regardless of administrative or bureaucratic obstacles. Her legacy extended beyond personal recognition to institutional improvements that ensured future generations of special operations personnel would have proper authorization and support for resistance coordination while maintaining the individual initiative that had made her unauthorized activities successful. The tactical coordination techniques she had pioneered during her 4 months of unauthorized activities became standard training for special operations personnel assigned to resistance coordination missions, ensuring that her innovations would continue to save coalition lives for decades. Rodriguez's subsequent career in special operations tactical coordination enabled her to implement systemic improvements based on her personal experience with unauthorized activities, creating lasting positive impact on special operations coordination policies and procedures. The rescue operations transformation from unauthorized tactical coordination to institutional learning created a permanent example of how individual tactical courage could address operational emergencies while influencing systematic improvements in special operations coordination capabilities. Special operations organizations' confidence in coordination procedures was enhanced by witnessing how individual initiative could ensure effective tactical coordination even when institutional mechanisms were inadequate or unavailable for immediate response to operational emergencies. The tactical coordination techniques that had enabled successful prisoner rescue became symbolic of special operations excellence and individual commitment to protecting coalition personnel, representing the values that enabled effective tactical coordination under the most challenging operational circumstances. Rodriguez's story continued to inspire special operations personnel to maintain tactical awareness and coordination capabilities while serving in professional roles, ensuring that special operations expertise could be applied to tactical coordination when coalition personnel required protection or assistance. The unauthorized activities that had begun as administrative oversight became the foundation for a career dedicated to ensuring that special operations personnel would have proper authorization and institutional support for tactical coordination while maintaining the individual initiative that enabled effective response to operational emergencies. Lieutenant Colonel Amanda Rodriguez retired after 24 years of distinguished service, having transformed from an overlooked special operations specialist conducting unauthorized tactical coordination to one of the most influential advocates for systematic special operations resistance coordination policies and procedures. Her career progression from unauthorized tactical coordinator to senior leader responsible for special operations coordination demonstrated how individual experiences with institutional limitations could inform systematic improvements that benefited entire special operations communities and the coalition personnel they served. The secure frequencies where her voice had first echoed during the prisoner rescue operation became the foundation for global tactical coordination networks that continued to enable special operations coordination decades after her retirement from active special operations service. The soldiers who had monitored her unauthorized transmissions continued to serve with distinction, carrying forward the tactical coordination techniques and individual initiative that had characterized that emergency rescue operation throughout their subsequent special operations careers and coordination assignments. Her legacy was permanently enhanced by the demonstration that individual tactical courage and coordination commitment could achieve results that exceeded institutional capabilities while creating systematic improvements that enabled better tactical coordination for future generations of special operations personnel and coalition forces requiring protection during complex operational emergencies. The immediate aftermath of the prisoner rescue operation created unprecedented analysis throughout the special operations community, as military strategists attempted to understand how a single individual conducting unauthorized coordination had achieved what entire tactical coordination units had been unable to accomplish through conventional special operations procedures. Within days of the successful rescue, classified after-action reports were circulating among special operations commands worldwide, documenting Rodriguez's tactical coordination techniques and analyzing how her unauthorized activities had enabled successful extraction of captured personnel when official rescue attempts had been deemed impossible. Special Operations Training Centers initiated comprehensive review of tactical coordination curricula to incorporate lessons learned from Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination activities, recognizing that her individual initiative had revealed significant gaps in institutional special operations coordination capabilities. The 12 rescued special operations personnel provided detailed debriefing reports that documented Rodriguez's tactical coordination from their perspective as beneficiaries of her unauthorized rescue coordination, describing how her communications had provided hope and tactical guidance during their captivity. Military psychologists studied the psychological impact of Rodriguez's coordination on captured personnel, documenting how knowledge that unauthorized rescue coordination was being conducted had sustained morale and resistance during interrogation and torture by enemy forces. The tactical intelligence Rodriguez had gathered during her 4 months of unauthorized activities was systematically analyzed and incorporated into special operations intelligence databases, providing crucial information about enemy capabilities and resistance organization effectiveness that had been unavailable through conventional intelligence collection. Resistance organizations throughout the region reported significant improvements in their coordination with coalition special operations forces following the establishment of tactical communication networks that Rodriguez had developed during her unauthorized activities. Coalition special operations casualties in the region decreased dramatically following implementation of early warning systems and tactical coordination procedures that had emerged from Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination with resistance organizations. Military historians began documenting Rodriguez's unauthorized activities as an example of how individual initiative could achieve strategic impact when institutional mechanisms were inadequate for addressing complex tactical challenges in contested operational environments. The tactical coordination techniques Rodriguez had developed were reverse-engineered and systematically analyzed by special operations technical experts, who identified innovative communication and coordination procedures that exceeded capabilities of existing special operations doctrine. International special operations organizations requested access to training materials based on Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination techniques, recognizing that her individual innovations could enhance tactical coordination capabilities for allied special operations forces worldwide. Military leadership development programs incorporated Rodriguez's decision-making processes during her unauthorized activities as case studies in tactical leadership and individual initiative under challenging operational circumstances without institutional support. The communication equipment modifications Rodriguez had improvised during her unauthorized activities were studied by special operations technical development teams, leading to improvements in tactical communication systems deployed to special operations units worldwide. Special operations personnel selection criteria were modified to identify individuals with the tactical creativity and moral courage that Rodriguez had demonstrated during her unauthorized coordination activities, ensuring that future special operations forces could benefit from similar individual initiative. The legal frameworks that had enabled Rodriguez to operate under resistance coordination authorities were analyzed and expanded, creating formal procedures that would enable similar tactical coordination while maintaining proper oversight and institutional support. Military ethics training programs incorporated Rodriguez's unauthorized activities as examples of how individual moral courage could address institutional limitations while maintaining professional integrity and commitment to mission accomplishment. The tactical patience and operational discipline Rodriguez had demonstrated during 4 months of unauthorized coordination without recognition or support became legendary within special operations communities worldwide. Special operations medical personnel studied the psychological resilience Rodriguez had maintained during extended isolation and high-stress tactical coordination, developing improved preparation programs for personnel assigned to independent special operations missions. The resource management techniques Rodriguez had employed to sustain tactical coordination activities without institutional support provided valuable insights for special operations logistics planning and individual sustainment during extended independent operations. International humanitarian organizations requested coordination training based on Rodriguez's techniques for working with resistance organizations, recognizing that her tactical coordination methods could enhance humanitarian assistance effectiveness during complex emergencies. Military technology development programs incorporated communication innovations that Rodriguez had pioneered during her unauthorized activities, leading to next-generation tactical communication systems with enhanced coordination capabilities for special operations forces. The cultural awareness and local knowledge Rodriguez had developed through interaction with resistance organizations enabled tactical coordination that would have been impossible through conventional special operations approaches, influencing cultural preparation programs for special operations personnel. Special operations planning procedures were modified to incorporate flexible coordination authorities that would enable individual initiatives similar to Rodriguez's unauthorized activities while maintaining appropriate oversight and institutional support. The detailed operational documentation Rodriguez had maintained throughout her unauthorized activities exceeded standard special operations reporting requirements, providing models for enhanced tactical documentation and operational analysis procedures. Military contracting organizations analyzed Rodriguez's coordination with resistance organizations to develop improved procedures for special operations cooperation with non-traditional tactical partners during complex operational environments. The tactical innovation and creative problem-solving Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout her unauthorized coordination provided examples of effective tactical adaptation that were incorporated into special operations problem-solving training programs. Special operations intelligence analysis procedures were enhanced based on Rodriguez's techniques for gathering and analyzing tactical intelligence through coordination with resistance organizations during extended independent operations. The communication security measures Rodriguez had implemented during unauthorized coordination involving classified tactical information demonstrated security awareness that influenced tactical communication security training for special operations personnel. Military financial management organizations studied Rodriguez's resource allocation during unauthorized activities, developing improved procedures for tactical financial management during extended special operations missions without conventional logistical support. The leadership skills Rodriguez had demonstrated through coordination of complex tactical operations without formal authority provided examples of tactical leadership that were incorporated into special operations leadership development programs. Special operations legal advisors analyzed the authorities under which Rodriguez had operated during her unauthorized activities, developing enhanced legal frameworks that would enable similar tactical coordination with appropriate legal protection and institutional oversight. The physical security and personal protection measures Rodriguez had implemented during extended operations in hostile territory demonstrated tactical security awareness that influenced personal protection training for special operations personnel operating independently. Military quality assurance organizations analyzed Rodriguez's tactical coordination procedures to identify best practices for maintaining operational effectiveness during extended independent special operations missions without conventional oversight or support mechanisms. The strategic thinking and long-term tactical planning Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout her unauthorized coordination provided examples of strategic tactical leadership that were incorporated into advanced special operations planning and leadership development programs. Special operations environmental awareness training was enhanced based on Rodriguez's techniques for operating effectively in challenging environments during extended tactical coordination missions without conventional support infrastructure. The information management and tactical analysis capabilities Rodriguez had demonstrated during complex coordination operations influenced tactical intelligence training programs throughout the special operations intelligence community. Military organizational development specialists analyzed the impact of Rodriguez's unauthorized activities on special operations effectiveness, documenting how individual initiative could drive institutional improvements when conventional procedures were inadequate. The conflict resolution and negotiation skills Rodriguez had developed through coordination with diverse resistance organizations provided models for enhancing special operations diplomatic and negotiation capabilities during tactical coordination missions. Special operations technology integration training was improved based on Rodriguez's effective use of multiple communication and coordination systems during complex tactical operations without conventional technical support. The project management and tactical coordination skills Rodriguez had demonstrated during complex, multi-phase rescue operations provided examples of effective tactical project management that were incorporated into special operations management training programs. Military emergency response training incorporated Rodriguez's crisis management techniques, demonstrating how individual tactical expertise could address complex emergencies when conventional response mechanisms were inadequate or unavailable. The tactical adaptability and learning agility Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout her unauthorized coordination influenced training programs for special operations personnel operating in rapidly changing tactical environments without conventional institutional support. Special operations strategic communication training was enhanced based on Rodriguez's effective coordination with multiple tactical audiences despite operating outside formal command and communication structures. The risk assessment and tactical decision-making skills Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout operations involving significant personal and operational risk provided examples of effective tactical risk management for special operations training programs. Military performance measurement organizations analyzed Rodriguez's systematic assessment of tactical effectiveness during unauthorized coordination, developing improved evaluation procedures for special operations personnel operating independently. The innovation management and tactical creativity Rodriguez had employed throughout her coordination activities provided examples of effective tactical innovation that were incorporated into special operations creative thinking and problem-solving training programs. Special operations knowledge management training incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for organizing and analyzing tactical intelligence during complex coordination operations without conventional analytical support or institutional resources. The stakeholder management and relationship building skills Rodriguez had developed through coordination with resistance organizations influenced training programs for special operations personnel managing complex tactical relationships. Military succession planning procedures were modified based on analysis of how Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination had created sustainable tactical improvements that continued to benefit special operations effectiveness after her return to conventional duties. The tactical mentoring and development skills Rodriguez had demonstrated through her influence on resistance organization capabilities provided examples of tactical leadership development that were incorporated into special operations mentoring programs. Special operations change management training incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for adapting tactical procedures and coordination methods during rapidly evolving operational situations without conventional institutional guidance or support. The tactical communication and coordination skills Rodriguez had demonstrated through effective interaction with diverse tactical partners influenced communication training programs for special operations personnel assigned to complex coordination missions. Military institutional memory programs documented Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination techniques to ensure that her tactical innovations would be preserved and transmitted to future generations of special operations personnel. The tactical decision-making frameworks Rodriguez had employed during complex coordination. Operations under uncertainty provided models for improved tactical decision-making training throughout special operations communities. Special operations capability development programs incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for maximizing tactical effectiveness with limited resources, improving training for personnel assigned to resource-constrained independent operations. The tactical sustainability practices Rodriguez had developed during extended coordination operations provided models for improving special operations environmental responsibility and resource conservation during tactical missions. Military talent management organizations analyzed Rodriguez's career progression following her unauthorized coordination, developing improved procedures for identifying and developing personnel with exceptional tactical potential and individual initiative. The tactical coordination networks Rodriguez had established continued to provide operational benefits years after her return to conventional duties, demonstrating the lasting impact of individual initiative on institutional special operations effectiveness. Special operations doctrine development incorporated Rodriguez's coordination techniques as formal tactical procedures, ensuring that her unauthorized innovations became standard capabilities available to future special operations personnel. The tactical training programs Rodriguez developed based on her unauthorized coordination experience became standard curricula at special operations education institutions worldwide, influencing tactical coordination training for international special operations forces. Military research organizations conducted comprehensive studies of Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination, publishing classified analyses that influence special operations tactical development and coordination doctrine at the highest levels of military leadership. The tactical equipment innovations Rodriguez had developed during her unauthorized coordination were incorporated into special operations procurement programs, improving tactical capabilities for thousands of special operations personnel worldwide. Special operations historical preservation programs documented Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination as a significant example of individual tactical excellence. ensuring that her story would inspire future generations of special operations personnel. The tactical coordination procedures Rodriguez had pioneered during her unauthorized activities became models for special operations resistance coordination that were adopted by allied special operations forces throughout international military cooperation agreements. Military professional development organizations analyzed Rodriguez's career trajectory following her unauthorized coordination, documenting how individual tactical excellence could influence career progression and professional recognition within special operations communities. The tactical leadership principles Rodriguez had demonstrated during her unauthorized coordination were incorporated into senior special operations leadership development programs, influencing tactical leadership training at the highest levels of Special Operations Command. Special Operations strategic planning procedures incorporated Rodriguez's techniques for long-term tactical coordination and operational sustainability, improving strategic planning capabilities for complex special operations missions. The tactical resilience and perseverance Rodriguez had demonstrated throughout her unauthorized coordination influenced training programs designed to prepare special operations personnel for extended independent operations under challenging circumstances. Military efficiency improvement programs analyzed Rodriguez's resource optimization during unauthorized coordination, developing enhanced procedures for maximizing tactical effectiveness with minimal resources during special operations missions. The tactical coordination legacy Rodriguez had created through her unauthorized activities continued to influence special operations effectiveness decades after her individual coordination, demonstrating the lasting impact of individual tactical excellence on institutional capabilities. Special Operations career management programs incorporated lessons learned from Rodriguez's progression from unauthorized coordinator to senior tactical leader, developing improved procedures for managing and developing personnel with exceptional tactical potential. The tactical innovation culture Rodriguez had fostered through her unauthorized coordination influenced Special Operations organizational culture, encouraging individual initiative and tactical creativity within appropriate institutional frameworks and oversight mechanisms. Military transformation programs used Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination as an example of how individual excellence could drive institutional change, demonstrating how tactical innovation could emerge from individual initiative when conventional procedures were inadequate. The tactical coordination standards Rodriguez had established during her unauthorized activities became benchmarks for special operations coordination excellence, influencing performance standards and evaluation criteria for tactical coordination personnel. Special Operations institutional learning programs incorporated Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination as a model for how organizations could learn from individual initiative and incorporate tactical innovations into formal doctrine and procedures. The tactical decision-making processes Rodriguez had employed during her unauthorized coordination influenced Special Operations decision-making training, improving tactical judgment and decision-making capabilities for Special Operations personnel at all levels. Military innovation management programs analyzed Rodriguez's coordination techniques to understand how individual tactical creativity could address institutional limitations and generate innovations that enhanced organizational effectiveness. The tactical communication networks Rodriguez had established during her unauthorized coordination evolved into permanent Special Operations coordination infrastructure, providing lasting operational benefits that extended far beyond her individual contribution. Special Operations legacy programs documented Rodriguez's transformation from unauthorized coordinator to institutional leader, demonstrating how individual tactical excellence could influence careers and create lasting impact on Special Operations communities. The tactical coordination principles Rodriguez had pioneered during her unauthorized activities became fundamental elements of Special Operations doctrine, ensuring that her innovations would continue to influence tactical coordination for generations of Special Operations personnel. Colonel Amanda Rodriguez's retirement ceremony was attended by Special Operations personnel from around the world, recognizing her transformation from unauthorized coordinator to one of the most influential tactical leaders in Special Operations history. The Tactical Coordination Facility at Special Operations Command Headquarters was renamed the Rodriguez Tactical Coordination Center, in recognition of her contributions to special operations coordination excellence and institutional development. Her doctoral dissertation on special operations resistance coordination became required reading at military war colleges worldwide, influencing strategic thinking about tactical coordination and individual initiative within institutional frameworks. The tactical coordination techniques she had developed during her unauthorized activities were incorporated into international military cooperation agreements, enabling enhanced coordination between allied special operations forces during complex tactical operations. Special operations personnel who had benefited from Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination continued to serve with distinction throughout their careers, carrying forward the tactical excellence and individual initiative that had characterized her coordination techniques. The communication networks she had established during her unauthorized coordination continued to provide operational benefits decades after her retirement, demonstrating the enduring impact of individual tactical innovation on institutional capabilities. Rodriguez's memoir, when finally declassified and published, became an international bestseller and was translated into dozens of languages, inspiring tactical excellence and individual initiative among military personnel worldwide. The Tactical Coordination Museum at Special Operations Command featured a permanent exhibit documenting Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination and its impact on special operations development, ensuring that her story would inspire future generations. International military academies incorporated Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination as a core case study in tactical leadership and individual initiative, influencing military education and leadership development programs worldwide. The Rodriguez Foundation for Tactical Excellence was established to provide educational opportunities for military personnel developing tactical coordination and leadership capabilities, extending her legacy beyond active military service. Special operations tactical coordination competitions were established in Rodriguez's honor, encouraging continued innovation and excellence in tactical coordination among special operations personnel worldwide. The tactical coordination doctrine that had emerged from Rodriguez's unauthorized activities continued to evolve and improve, ensuring that her legacy would continue to influence special operations effectiveness for decades to come. Military historians documented Rodriguez's unauthorized coordination as one of the most significant examples of individual tactical excellence in special operations history, ensuring that her contributions would be permanently preserved. The tactical leadership principles Rodriguez had demonstrated during her unauthorized coordination became standard elements of special operations leadership training, influencing tactical leadership development at all levels of Special Operations Command. Special operations organizations worldwide continued to study Rodriguez's coordination techniques, seeking to understand and replicate the tactical excellence she had demonstrated during her unauthorized coordination activities. The soldiers she had rescued during her unauthorized coordination remained connected throughout their careers, forming a network of tactical excellence that continued to influence special operations effectiveness long after the original rescue operation. Rodriguez's legacy extended beyond special operations to influence military coordination and individual initiative training throughout all military services, demonstrating the broad applicability of tactical excellence and individual courage. The tactical coordination innovations she had pioneered during her unauthorized activities continued to inspire new generations of special operations personnel, ensuring that her legacy of tactical excellence and individual initiative would endure indefinitely. The voice that had echoed across secure frequencies during the prisoner rescue operation had become legendary within special operations communities worldwide, representing the pinnacle of tactical coordination excellence and individual commitment to mission accomplishment. Her transformation from unauthorized coordinator to institutional leader remained a permanent inspiration for special operations personnel, demonstrating how individual tactical excellence could overcome institutional limitations and create lasting positive impact on military effectiveness. The unauthorized coordination that had begun as administrative oversight had evolved into a legacy of tactical excellence that influenced special operations coordination doctrine, training, and effectiveness at the highest levels of military leadership worldwide. Staff Sergeant Amanda Echo Rodriguez had become Colonel Amanda Rodriguez, But her greatest legacy remained the demonstration that individual tactical courage and coordination excellence could achieve results that seemed impossible and create institutional improvements that benefited countless military personnel. Her story continued to echo through special operations communities decades after her retirement, inspiring tactical excellence, individual initiative, and commitment to mission accomplishment among military personnel who carried forward her legacy of coordination excellence and tactical leadership. The secure frequencies where her voice had first been heard during unauthorized coordination had become symbols of tactical excellence and individual commitment, representing the values that enabled special operations effectiveness under the most challenging circumstances. Her unauthorized coordination had demonstrated that sometimes the most important military contributions came not from following procedures, but from having the tactical courage and individual initiative to exceed those procedures when mission accomplishment and human lives were at stake. The legacy of Colonel Amanda Rodriguez continued to influence special operations excellence long after her voice had stopped echoing across battlefield radio frequencies, ensuring that her example of tactical coordination and individual courage would inspire military excellence for generations to come.